Hello guys, KP Shamino here with a new video for Fishing Planet. Yesterday I uploaded the new Nile Perch best experience farm with the sonar. So today I decided, or yesterday I already started it, I decided to go to Brazil and check my experience farms in Brazil. So I went to the bull shark, tried to find that I can see it on the sonar, that I can find the wind direction to optimize the catch, but that was not really possible. I didn't saw patterns, that fish was not even visible on the sonar. So I'm going to leave it. I tested it for 5 hours, but I don't think that I can upgrade the Trophy Bull Shark experience farm. But then I went to the electric eel. Same problem like the bull shark, so I cannot see them on the sonar, but I found wind direction that are going to produce a lot more trophies and uniques. And then it only depends on the RNG. Are you going to get a unique more or a trophy? There is nothing else that you can do for that. And I need to say, it was a lot better. I got 6 uniques or 7 uniques electric eel in 1 hour. This is, by the way, 1 hour of fishing with perfect settings. So the bull shark was 150,000 experience, so the electric eel beats now the bull shark with 10%. And with my previous electric eel video, I had 126, I think. That's a lot. I got now almost 30,000 experience for every real life hour more with this setup. So it's a lot better. And what you will see is, because that was a very big problem with the previous video, if you didn't hit the uniques, you were fucked. So this I had the number, but sometimes you went like 30-40% under that number. That's not the case anymore. You will get more consistent fish the entire time. And you guys will see it. So that's really good. I will show you guys now right away. So we are going to start with the text file. I'm going to show you guys in the rankings what yesterday the Nile Perch meant and what this meant in the rankings. Because I think a lot of people don't realize how good now the Nile Perch is, and this too. And then the setup, the weather, that's very important, and the wind, that you know that. And then we are going to do the gameplay like always. But this is now officially best what you can do from 68 to 75. There is nothing else that can beat this. I never see that. Occasionally, maybe if you're very lucky on the trophy bull shark, you can beat this with the catfish. I never see the arapaima every hour beating this, because this is always the same. There is a little bit upside still, but there is not a lot of downside anymore on the electric eel, because it's small, very easy to get in, and we know now the perfect settings. So I don't think this is going to be that. I don't think there will be anything better than this. The next part, the text file. So I'm going to show you guys it briefly. So this was the first video, and this is the second video that I'm now making. So you can see here that I had in the first video 6 uniques too. But what do you see right away? That the one real life hour, the experience and the currency compared with now is a lot lower. And that was a feeling that I had to. I catch a lot of more fish if you know the wind direction and if you know when you need to fish. And that's something that I saw. So this number, you can still upgrade this. If your RNG is a little bit better than mine, I think you can go to 8-9 uniques and you can maybe get 200,000 experience 1 hour. This number was almost not upgradable anymore, because I'm sitting on the peak of the uniques almost. So in between you catch a lot of more normal and trophies. And that's something that I saw too. So let's have a look now to the rankings. So yesterday video, for the people that saw that video, unique Nile Perch with the sonar is now at the 2nd position. That's how good it is. In every experience money farm, it's not that far anymore from my swordfish farm in the Maldives, and there I'm using the wind too. So that's how good it is. Do you guys see it? So the Nile Perch was 420, the swordfish is 490. So it's possible, and here you need hit 2 uniques. It's possible that the Nile Perch is yesterday with the sonar probably the best once again in the entire game. But now for the eel. So this was my first video from a couple of months ago, and you saw that it was just behind the bull shark, 127k experience an hour, and the bull shark was producing this. But now with the new one, it jumped to this. So you can see it jumped over the bull shark Piraba farm, 164. And the funny part is that the electric eel is not that far behind on experience from the tigerfish in Congo. Do you guys see it? The tigerfish in the Congo is giving 170k every hour. Of course, I still need to do the tigerfish with the right wind. I'm going to do that too. It's possible. Normally this will go up too if I can find the wind with 30-40%. But you can see how close it is. So now I'm going to show you guys a setup. Next part, the gear, but this is very important too that you know this. So because you need to forward the time many times without fishing, you will damage your equipment a lot. So the hour that I just showed you guys, I think I was somewhere in the 40s days for 1 hour. And you can see that you will damage your net. So be sure that you have a look to your equipment. Because I broke my net, my 700 kilogram net. That's $500,000 currency. I broke it. And it's not a DLC one, so I cannot repair it. So always remember, if you forward the time, you always get wear and tear on your equipment. So every 10 days, check your equipment that you don't break your net. Because I know if you're on this level, it will be costly. So remember that even if you don't fish and you forward the time, you take damage on your equipment. I think that's a very silly mechanic, but they already got that for a long time in the game. So you can see this is the damage that I had for 1 hour of fishing, by the way. So I'm going to repair now everything. And for the setup, I'm using just the same setup than in my first video, because it works really good. And that's an opportunity for me to use one of the worst rods in the game, because it's not casting far. The Galaxy cast 180, the Cyclone 4500, Fluoroline 0.55, Barbel Shigat 25G40, Barbel's go with it, 12% more experience, and my favorite competition, by the way. I'm going to do it after the video. And then the crow, 15 centimeters, yeah, glow green. Be sure that you use it. Now I'm going to show you guys probably the most important, the weather that you need to fish it. The next one is the weather, very important. Be sure that you understand this. So we cannot use a sonar because we don't see the fish. I put it in a text file on this video too. For the people that don't understand me, you can read it now on the screen. So what do you need to have? Very simple. At 9 p.m. you need to have 0.0 meters per second south wind or 9.9 meters per second south wind. You can fish 1 or 2 hours always. It's 2 hours, I think, that it's the same. It needs to be the same every hour. So what can happen? You can get a unique the first hour, or you can get a trophy the first hour. Go to the second hour right away and you can get a unique then. So you can get trophy unique. If you got a unique, you forward the time right away to the next day, because you are not waiting for a trophy. The focus is on the uniques. And this is a funny part, because I think it's this weather type. You got 0.0 south wind on this one and this one, if I'm not mistaken. And 0.9 meters per second on this one. So you just go to 9 p.m., you forward the time, you have a look. If you got 0.0 meters per second south wind or 0.9 meters per second south wind, you just fish. That's it. And you fish 2 hours, and then you forward the time. That's what you need to do. Very simple. And now I'm going to show you guys the location. Okay guys, I will show you guys the location. And what I'm going to do is I will drive with my boat to the markers, because it can be a little bit tricky. That you guys see a little bit how I drive with the boat. So you start here with the boat, and this is the location that you need to come. So here. So you will see it here. So here are the coordinates. So what we are going to do is, so you just need to start, you need to come all this way, then you do a U-turn like this, and then you will be there. It's not that hard if you know how you need to do it, so I will show you guys really quick. It's not taking that long. I'm with the Brazilian boat because, yeah, the sonar is not important because you cannot see the fish. I'm not sure why that is, but it seems that it's the same for the bull shark. I don't know how that comes, to be honest, because the fish is sitting there. I know it because I'm catching them. Because on the Nile perch you saw them really good swimming. Is it not in this area? I don't know. You can see fish on the sonar. So sometimes he's detecting fish, but it seems that he's not detecting the fish that I want to see. So, and I tried everything. I went over it. I went closer. I went further, and yeah, I don't understand it. Like my bull shark location. So now you just go full power all the way to the south it is. And then at the end you do a U-turn and then you're already there. So in a couple of minutes you can be there. But I know I don't like the Amazonian maze. I hate this place. Really true. It's not because of the fishing, but because of the design. It's every time if I need to make a video here, you do a left U-turn. If I need to make a video here and I need to think, you need to drive all the way to that area. You need to watch your map 70 million times, otherwise you're wrong. Sometimes that's even preventing me from from making the video, to be honest. If there is a competition here, I never do it. Never in 100 million year I will do that. So now you do this. And then you need to do the first right U-turn. That's over here. And then we are already on the location. Here we are. And now you go here. Let me have a look. A little bit further. We go here to the left. So be sure, stop here. Be sure that you're nicely in the middle. Because your location where you put the boat is very important. Why I'm saying that? Because the electric eel is not a really good biter in the lure. So what is the problem? If you're too close, he's still nibbling on your lure and you will lose a lot of fish. Therefore, I changed my position to, my location to, compared with the first video. How many times that I had that I see him coming because they make a lot of splashes on the surface. And I was just too fast out of the water with my lure. So it's very important that you put yourself good. Of course, don't put yourself over there, because this area you don't need to fish. But what I see is if your boat is like this, behind this imaginary blue line that I put here, it will be okay. Another thing, yeah, I'm not going to say that now. I'm going to talk about it in the gameplay. So that's what you need to do, guys, and then you just throw here. So that's how you need to come to this location. Okay, guys, the next step is the gameplay. So first I'm going to talk a little bit about the electricity that you see there. So the electricity is not going to show that you're going to catch the eel. It's just a visual to mark this area that says, okay, here you can catch that fish. It's just the same like on the other areas with the jumping fish. It's not because there is a fish jumping that if you throw on his head that you will catch it. It's just the same here. So you can't just ignore it. It's cool to see. I always thought, okay, the electricity is popping up. I'm going to catch an eel after, let's say, 300-400 days of fishing here. I can say 100% sure the electricity is not doing anything for your bite rate. So then the next step, we are going to fish now a little bit. So you always need to understand you can have dead days too, even with the right wind direction. So a unique is 20,000 experience to 25,000. So that means if you get 8 uniques, you will get 160,000 currency. So you still have a lot of dead time. The trophy is the half of it, so always remember that. So you will have times that you got like 4 or 5 days that you don't have a lot of fish, or maybe not any fish, but you're fishing in the perfect time and wind direction zone. So you're fishing always unique trophy zone. That's something that you cannot optimize, but you always need to be sure that the game is giving you that fish. And that's RNG. So always remember that it can happen. So let's get started. So you guys can see this is west wind, 0.8. Remember, you need to be 0.0 and 0.9 south wind at 9 p.m. So this is not good. Then we go to the next one. This is a south wind 0.9. This will work. So what we are going to do is we are going to fish. It's always in pairs of hours. Another thing, if the electric eel bites and he spits it out, most of the time he does not come back. So always remember that. Or it takes too long to stay. So what do you need to do is you go with speed 3 and you just do a stop and go. What I would suggest is, if you start this farm, just go 4 or 5 throws and go to the next hour. Here is the fish. That's good. So you can see that's how good it works. But remember, you can have dead days too. I cannot stress that enough. But like I said, you're fishing in the best time wind. There is one more thingy that I still can do, and that is the water temperature and air temperature. What I saw was, I saw it yesterday on the Nile perch too. The eel, he likes it a little bit colder. So a 26, a 25, a 24 air temperature and the water temperature a little bit below it, like now, is going to make it more active. If you got 28 air temperature, that's very hot here in Brazil. Most of the time they don't bite that well. It was with the Nile perch just the same. Nile perch like a little bit more the cold weather. I had 23, 24, I had most of my uniques. But that's another layer. Maybe in the future that's going to be important, but I'm already going to say it to you guys. I got the impression that they like a little bit more the colder weather. So this is a trophy eel. So what do you need to do now is you can get trophy, unique after trophy. That's possible. So, but what do you need to do? You need to go to the next hour. Never stay in this hour. So now we got still 1 hour and then we need to forward the time to the next day. If I had now the unique, you need to forward the time, of course, right away to the next day with the right wind direction. So now we go to the next hour. It's still south wind 0.9, very important. And what do you need to do now is, I had it 2 or 3 times already. Trophy first hour, normal unique second hour, or just unique. But you can see it's a pity there is nothing on the sonar. Sometimes, occasionally, you get a fish there, but I don't know why it's not working here. Because, okay, they are not very big fish, but normally a sonar needs to detect everything. Because in the daytime I see a lot of fish on the sonar. Yeah, there is probably the unique. Is that going to be the unique? If he fights, is the unique, because it cannot be the trophy anymore, because the trophy is on a cooldown. Yeah, I got the unique. By the way, this is exceptional, by the way, because now this is what you get with very good RNG, and if your settings are all right. So don't expect, I'm going to stress it now for the 4th time, this is exceptional. This is not what you will do on an average. Most of the time you forward the time, you get a trophy and then it's done. This is perfect fishing. Trophy the first hour, unique the second hour. Yeah, that's perfect. Remember everything what you see. South wind, 26 air temperature and 24 water temperature. So probably this is, I think, the perfect setting for the unique eel. What you see now at the top left. At 9 p.m. Yeah, it's a unique. That's not bad. Or it can be a trophy too, because they fight ridiculous hard. But I see them pulsing most of the time. That means unique. No, yeah, indeed. 19,000. It's a small one, because they go to 20,000. So you can see it here. So this was a perfect day. What do you do now is the next. You go to the next night. West wind 0.0 is not good. We go to the next day. And now it's going to start, because west wind 0.0 is not good. South wind, but this is the wrong day. It's not good. So you can see, I already forward 5 days. West wind. Most of the time it's not happening that much, stuff like this, but it can happen, because it's just random, the days. South wind, we are back at a good day. So let's have a look now. But now you can see, it's like a lot hotter. And I said to you guys, they are not biting that well, but I didn't test that. So it's just the first impression that I got. Don't take it for truth, the temperature. Just ignore everything that I said about the temperature. I can only say the wind, that works, because that's something that I tested a lot of days. And yeah, that's all. And yeah, the wind is connected to the time that you need to fish, because it's always the same in this game. But now you guys can see, it's 28. It's very hot. So let's have a look that it's true what I'm saying. 5 throws. You see it right away. When they are sitting here, they will attack the lure really quick. That's number 3. So most of the time I do 4 to 5 throws. That's number 4, I think, already. So let's have a look that we can get a bite now. That we can let them bite. I need to see a little bit of life. I don't see life at the moment, and that's a problem. So most of the time, everybody knows that if you do a lot of competitions, I cannot explain it, but with a couple of throws, most of the time, you know, uh-oh, this is dead, I'm fucked. And this is the feeling that I got now at the moment. So this is already 5 or 6 throws. So I need to forward the time 1 hour. Like I said, I think it has to do with the temperature. It's way too hot for those eels. I think they don't like too much heat at the night. So now we are in the next hour. This is just the same, 0.9 south wind. So let's have a look that we can get a little bit more action. The key is with money and experience farms, that you need to get adapted to the way of fishing. So first of all, you need to have the settings right. That's already covered now. Second of all, you need to know when you need to skip. That's very important. And the second part is the one that is the most difficult to understand. Because that's something that you need to feel most of the time. Now I feel this was that. I saw that the first hour. The second hour is setting-wise just the same, so I didn't expect a lot of improvement on the bite rate. So normally I do maybe 2-3 casts and then I forward the time. You can see this feels really dead. If you saw the first day compared with this, it's like I'm fishing in dead water, but that's true. So let's forward the time. So let's go to the next. Here we go, and then this one. 0, very cold, 24 Celsius. And now it's 0.0 southwest. Not southwest, south wind. So let's have a look. Now it's colder. Is it depending on the cold too and the temperature? Because now I'm a little bit testing in the video. If the fish is not biting now, it has nothing to do with it. There is somewhere a hidden RNG system. But I got a feeling this can be a little bit better. But most of the time, if you got 0.0, the second hour is a little bit better. Yeah, there that's a bite. Do you guys saw it? Like I said, it has something to do with those air temperature. They indeed like a lot. Here is right away action. Second cast. The problem is now that I'm fucked because he missed it and probably is not coming back. I can try it, but you can see right away the difference. So it's getting a lot colder. The setting is good, the wind. I expected right away a bite and I had right away a bite. Here, do you guys see it? Yeah, here we go. I think that the water temperature is right what I'm saying. So everything under 26 or even 25 air temperature is attracting a lot of more eel. If you go 27, 28, I'm not sure that we can go 29, 30 in the night. They are just not sitting here. They don't like it. So it's somewhere a setting that is important too. This is a normal one, but it's already better than the previous day. Problem now is you can do one more throw because this is a normal one. What I saw was that trophy unique spawns after each other. It takes a long time, but normal unique trophy after each other, you can get it back to back. That's what I'm saying. So you can do now a couple of more throws until you forward the time to the next hour. It was possible that the trophy was the first fish that we missed. That's possible too. So I'm going to have a look that it's still active, that there is still one here, just to be sure in this hour. Okay. The last hour, so the next one is the right one too. South wind 0.0. So let's have a look that we can get one more trophy and then I'm going to end the video. Or maybe a unique would be really cool. So that's throw number one. Can we get an extra spawn? Game. That's number two. I'm always watching the water too, because you will see, because it's not that deep here. If they go behind the lure, you see it right away. Yeah, they are not coming back. Oh no, look at this. Unique? Yeah. Yeah, I said it. It's possible. I think it's a trophy or unique. He looks very fat and he's now pulsing like a unique. Do you guys see it? That behavior that the unique is doing? Because I guess that those eels, they do the same like the eel that I know in Belgium. So eels, they turn around like a snake. Therefore, you see my line going like this. So they do a helicopter movement. It's like your line is always going in a circle, and that's what's happening now. You don't see it that well here, but that's what's happening. So therefore, you always got a slack. This is a second unique. That's very good fishing, because I'm now 15 minutes far. If this is a unique, it's 2 uniques in 15 minutes. That means if I keep doing this, I go to 8 uniques. And I'm going to be very, very close to 200,000 experience for 1 hour. But you can see, if you follow it, I'm not lying about the settings that you need to use, because you just saw 60 minutes of gameplay. Is it a trophy or is it a unique? That's the question. The longer the fight takes, the more that I think it's the unique. So let's have a look. Is it the second unique in the gameplay? I'm always a little bit scared for a slack line, because it's always very close. And by the way, what I'm going to do after this video, now that I know about the wind, I'm going back to Ukraine for my Big 4. I got a very good feeling that I can get my experience back up, and that it's going to be once again very good. So here we go, guys. That was it for the video, guys. 2 uniques in the gameplay section. So one trophy. So you can see this is 18,000. The first one was 20. That's 40. Almost 50,000 experience in 50 minutes. So I'm on track for 200,000. But you can see that you will catch a lot of more fish than the first video, because the wind was really important. In the first video I fished a lot in time zones that still can produce the unique, but it was not so good. Now the bite rate is a lot higher. Remember what I said about temperature too? I'm not sure, still need to test it, but it's some info that I give you guys, because we can clearly see too that if it goes colder, they bite better too. Because that's the only thing that is changing. The wind was the same, the time is the same, but it was colder. The day that was bad was 28 Celsius. Thanks for watching, have fun. I see you guys in next video. Bye bye.